The sickening thud of a body tumbling down wooden stairs froze me mid-step, grocery bags in one hand, keys in the other. From my Jeep, I watched in horror as my wife, Elena, 7 months pregnant with our first child, fell backward down the 5-porch steps of our new home in Cedar Ridge, Maryland. Time slowed as she clutched her belly, shielding our unborn daughter, landing hard on the concrete below. Lillian Carver, HOA president, stood at the top, her sleek brunette bob unmoved by the November breeze, designer boots rooted on our welcome mat, hand still extended from the shove she delivered to Elena's chest. Her smug smirk churned my stomach worse than any war zone I'd seen in my 15 years of military service. "I told you those lights aren't allowed," Lillian shrieked, her voice echoing across our quiet cul-de-sac like a siren. Her face flushed a shade that clashed with her tailored navy wool coat. "The HOA holiday policy bans decorations until December 1st and requires silver and gold only. These," she sneered at the multicolored lights tangled around Elena's legs, "violate community standards." I sprinted across our manicured lawn, dropping everything, as Elena lay curled, face twisted in pain, a trickle of blood from her temple. The festive lights mocked the holiday spirit they were meant to embody. My battlefield training kicked in, scanning for threats to life, airway clear, breathing rapid, pulse racing. Had this HOA tyrant really pushed my pregnant wife over Christmas lights? In broad daylight, on our property? I'm Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Torres, U.S. Army, Logistics Commander for the 3rd Special Operations Support Battalion at Fort Meade. My career ensures equipment reaches our operators worldwide, from cobble to covert sites off any map. I'm known for meticulous detail and calling in favors when systems fail. My wife, Elena, a military psychologist, specializes in trauma care for veterans. Her Georgetown doctorate and PTSD research make her a VA star. We met 5 years ago at a conference, her compassion and sharp mind captivating me. After a long-distance romance across time zones, we married 2 years ago, officiated by General Robert Iron Hayes, my former commander and friend, now leading Fort Meade. This was our first home, a colonial in Cedar Ridge, chosen for its proximity to my base and Elena's VA hospital work. After years of base housing, we craved roots, especially with our daughter due. Elena painted the nursery soft lavender with forest decals, her nesting project. We moved in 4 weeks ago, and I'd spent every spare moment assembling cribs and installing safety features. With a major supply exercise looming over Christmas, we planned an early holiday, which is why Elena was hanging lights when Lillian attacked. Lillian, per neighbors we'd later meet, had ruled Cedar Ridge's HOA for 6 terms, intimidating rivals with violation notices and social exile. Her husband, Edward, VP at Mid-Atlantic Trust Bank, leveraged mortgage influence. In 4 weeks, we'd received 7 citations. Our mailbox was an inch too tall, our door's brass plate unapproved, our backyard pavers lacked clearance. Elena laughed them off, filing them under petty. After navigating Pentagon red tape, HOA rules seemed trivial. We didn't grasp how Lillian viewed defiance as a personal affront or how far she'd go. Kneeling by Elena, I assessed her. "Don't move, sweetheart," I said, my voice steady despite panic. "Tell me where it hurts." Her eyes, wide with fear for our baby, met mine. "My back," she whispered, "and my abdomen." "The baby, she'll be fine," I said, heart pounding. I called 911, confirming an ambulance in 4 minutes, keeping her hand in mine. Lillian loomed above, arms crossed, annoyed, not remorseful. My fury sharpened into tactical focus. She was a threat to my family, and I'd neutralize her legally. "What are you doing calling an ambulance?" Lillian demanded, descending with a strut of untouchable confidence. She tripped over those unapproved lights. I was sighting her when she fell. The lie stunned me. I'd seen her push Elena. Standing, I towered over her 5 feet 2 inches frame, but she didn't flinch, her designer coat and diamond bracelet screaming entitlement. "You pushed my pregnant wife down the stairs," I said, voice low. "Over Christmas lights." Lillian scoffed, flipping open a leather portfolio with color-coded violation tabs. "I was enforcing the HOA covenant you signed. Section 12, paragraph 4. Holiday decorations must be silver or gold, post December 1st, or face a $500 fine, plus $100 daily." She thrust a highlighted printout at me. Ignoring it, I checked Elena, who tried sitting up. "Help me inside, Daniel," she gritted out. "I think I'm okay." "Ambulance is coming," I said, easing her back. "You and the baby get checked. No arguments." My tone was firm but gentle, like issuing critical orders disguised as suggestions. Lillian interrupted, "Excuse me, I'm still addressing your violations." Her overreaction doesn't erase the breach. "Those lights come down today or fine start. And I need your insurance, her full damaged community property." She pointed to a toppled planter, its plastic fern askew. Her priorities were so absurd, my anger briefly gave way to disbelief. My training took over, compartmentalizing emotions. Lillian wasn't just a neighbor, she was a danger. "My wife needs medical attention because you assaulted her," I said, words clipped like briefing a rookie. "In 3 minutes, an ambulance arrives, followed by police who'll review the assault on our doorbell camera." I nodded to the HD camera by our door, its cloud storage capturing everything. Lillian's eyes flicked to it, a crack in her composure, but she rallied. "Absurd. I never touched her. If I did, which I didn't, I was protecting community standards. Those tacky lights cut property values by 15%, per the National Association of Realtors." She leaned in, whispering, "My husband runs Mid-Atlantic Trust Bank. We hold half the mortgages here, including yours. One call from Edward, and your rate doubles. Worth it for cheap lights." Her perfume choked me. I'd faced insurgents and corrupt officials with less contempt. "You don't understand the mess you've made," I said, pulling out my phone. "Your bank doesn't scare me." I dialed General Hayes. "General Hayes, it's Torres. Emergency at my new place." Elena was pushed down our stairs, 7 months pregnant. I gave our address, 17 Oakwood Circle, Cedar Ridge. "Ambulance is en route, but I'd appreciate medical support from the convoy. Pregnancy complications are a concern." Lillian, confused, snapped, "Who was that?" "General Robert Hayes, Fort Meade commander, leading Operation Frost Shield," I said, kneeling by Elena. "His 5 convoys are 2 miles away." She laughed, hollow. "The military won't touch an HOA spat. This intimidation won't work. Remove those lights." Her rant stopped as heavy engines roared closer. Within 3 minutes, a Humvee led a military ambulance and 30-plus vehicles into our cul-de-sac. Neighbors gaped as General Hayes, 6 feet 4 inches in battle dress, strode from the lead vehicle, medics behind him. Ignoring Lillian, he knelt by Elena. "Dr. Torres, quite a fall. My medics will check you till the civilian ambulance arrives." Elena smiled weakly. "Overkill sending the whole battalion, isn't it?" He chuckled. "Winter exercise detour." Turning to me, he asked, "What happened, Daniel?" Lillian butted in. "This is private property. I'm HOA president and demand you remove these vehicles." Hayes eyed her like an adversary. "General Robert Hayes, U.S. Army." "And you are?" "Lillian Carver, Cedar Ridge HOA president." She huffed. "You're trespassing, damaging roads." "Ma'am," Hayes said, "a pregnant officer's wife was assaulted. My concern is her and her child's safety." "Did you push Dr. Torres?" Lillian flushed. "Lies. She tripped over illegal decorations. Colonel Torres is dodging a citation with the circus." Hayes took a tablet from an aide. "Doorbell footage shows you pushing Dr. Torres off the porch." His face darkened. As civilian paramedics loaded Elena onto a stretcher, Hayes called, "Daniel, go with her. We'll handle this." I joined Elena, who whispered, "The lights were pretty." I kissed her forehead. "We'll hang more when you're home. Every color." As the ambulance doors closed, Hayes told Lillian, "Sheriff's deputies are coming for your statement. Assaulting a pregnant woman is serious." Her face paled, fear replacing arrogance. At St. Mary's Hospital, doctors confirmed Elena and our daughter were fine, bruising and a back strain, but no placental damage or preterm labor. Bed rest was prescribed. Returning home, we found our house transformed. Hundreds of multicolored lights adorned it, strung by my battalion. Sergeant Lopez, my deputy, grinned. General's orders, morale operation. Neighbors, led by Margaret Stone, approached with casseroles and gifts. "We're sorry for not stopping Lillian sooner," Margaret said. "She's bullied us for years." Her husband, Paul, added, "She's charged with assault." The HOA voted her out last night and rewrote the charter, easing decoration rules. "Join the board, Colonel." Lillian's husband, Edward, moved out temporarily, humiliated. Lillian fled to her brothers in Delaware, facing charges and social ruin. Hayes visited, gifting a nursery rocking chair from my fellow officers. "We protect our own," he said. That evening, Elena and I sat on our porch, her head on my shoulder, admiring our lit-up home. Lillian united the neighborhood, she mused, feeling our daughter kick, just not how she planned. She was right. Neighbors once cowed, now gathered at our home, kids playing under our illegal lights. When our daughter, Isabella, arrived healthy on her due date, Cedar Ridge celebrated. The new HOA, with me on board, built a playground and garden. Lillian pleaded guilty to lesser charges, got community service and counseling, sold her house, and moved to a no HOA condo. Karma worked. Cedar Ridge's first holiday lights contest ignored color rules, our cul-de-sac famous for vibrant displays. Hanging our multicolored lights yearly, I recall how Lillian's cruelty sparked a stronger community. One shove led to a home, not just our house, but a neighborhood where people, not rules, come first.